What is up, gang? I know it has been a while. I know sometimes things just don't go the way you plan. The original goal was not to wait this long between uploads, but you know, sometimes life gets in the way a little bit. I'm one of those people that likes change, and I decided, you know, as summer comes here in Florida and you're spending more time indoors, I decided that I wanted to make some changes in my house, do some rearranging, a little renovation. I know it's been 2 months since the last upload, and I really am going to try and get better about that. I do want to thank all of you that subscribed to my very first video on this new channel. I also want to thank all of you that commented on the video. All of your comments were very nice, except for one person. Ugh, I'm getting dizzy. One person who thinks they know me better than anyone else commented that the reason I left Jacksonville was because I could no longer afford my house. I could no longer afford the mortgage. First, let me say this. If you work hard and you're having a tough time making ends meet, there's no shame in that. There were times in my life where it was tough to make ends meet. I was making trips to the pawn shop. I was pawning items just to pay my electric bill. Should you be shamed for that? I don't think so. The truth of the matter is, living here in Orlando cost me much more than it did when I was living in Jacksonville. I guess my point is just keep working hard. It will pan out. And there's definitely no reason to listen to the few haters that know nothing about you or your life. Now, back to my loft. Let's take a tour and see what I did. So as you come upstairs to the loft, there's really no big change in the game room, which was the room that I really focused on the first time I decided to do some stuff. I've done a little stuff. I mean, I love the brick wall. And of course the payphone, and then you got the games, but not a big difference here. I moved that shelving unit over here, and I should probably let you know that I am Iron Man. I love this brick wall so much that what I decided to do was make my kitchen backsplash also brick, and so I did this, and then after I did the lower, I decided to go up top and do the upper. So that was a lot of work, but it was a change that I'm glad I did and I made, and that is the kitchen. I made some big changes in the living room, mainly with just the furniture move. The couch used to be over there, and the TV was over here. And now the TV's over there, and the couch is kind of more in the middle of the room, which I do like. And then I completely changed this back wall. I did splash painting on it, redid the whole wall, and then this unit right here is where the TV used to sit on top of this unit. Now I have a record player here. I've always loved vinyl. My robot Astro is still right there, and this wall hasn't changed at all. The TV wall now houses the picture, and my cabinet I moved over here as well, put some LEDs in it. And then I really have started to embrace this whole brick thing, and I decided to brick the entrance into my bedroom so you can see all the way around. And I just love the brick look. I think it looks good in a loft. And in my bedroom, no big changes. I'm still working on the bedroom and the bathroom back there, so these aren't done. I did move the fireplace into the bedroom, so I like that. And then the porch, no changes on the lanai, so to speak. Well, I guess there is a change. I used to have a hammock over there, and now I have chairs. The putting green's still there. Everything else is pretty much the same. And so it's just a whole new setup in here. And I like it because sitting on the couch, not only can I watch the TV, but I can look outside to this view which is, you know, beautiful Florida preserve. And it's great to see all the animals running around, the squirrels running up the trees and stuff like that. So I like that change. And then over here we put the pictures all the way up because the ceiling is 24 feet high, which is nice. So the next big change, and probably the biggest change, is in my office. Oh, also, remember I had hanging men hanging on this wall right here, and they are gone, replaced by a picture of Rock and Roller Coaster before they just changed it at Disney World. And the hanging men have gone all the way over here, and they are now climbing the wall right there. All right, now let's go to the office, which is where I made the biggest changes. I did put up a couple shelves right here, which I like. And it's got, oh, this is the model of the BMW i8. That is probably my favorite car that I've ever seen. I remember I saw Rory McIlroy, the golfer, driving an i8, and I just thought, what a cool car. I looked it up to buy one, and they were $165,000. So I said, well, I can afford that little one right there. Now we head into the office, and you can see a huge change in the office. I put up a slat wall here. The slat wall goes around, and there's the other wall of the office, and you can see the slat wall comes onto this side. This is actually a hidden door, goes back to a little room back there, so that's kind of cool. And you can see I took a lot of furniture out of here. I took a shelving unit out, I took the chair out, and now I just have my desk and a bench for Rory to sit on. I put the shelving unit up on air sign, and here's my massive selfie wall of 2 selfies. One of me skiing in California, and one of me in front of a jet. So the FTV Live sign is back kind of in its original spot. And then my desk. So the nice thing is here is when I'm sitting in my chair, I can look out this way and just kind of see outside the window. And then when I'm at my desk, it's kind of nice. I think the slack wall just gives it such a good look. And then this was kind of my Apple museum, which has now been pared down a little bit. It's got more, just a few items on it. And the oh, by the way, this BMW i8 is a little bit bigger, and I thought, well, you know what? I got enough money, I can afford 2 BMW i8s. So that's the second one that I bought. So that's the look of the new look office. And then when you come out here, you see these things that look like you're going into a movie theater. And I didn't really do much changing to my movie theater, but it is the movie theater, which is another place I hang out. A lot of time, I like to wind down the day in the movie theater, and it's nice to just kind of hang out, relax, and it's good when you're going into shutdown mode. It's kind of the perfect look. And last time I showed you this, I replaced the movie theater chairs with just the love sacks, which are so comfortable. And then you got the things, and this screen is about 140 inches, I believe it is. So plenty big enough to watch good movies, although mainly I watch YouTube in here. While I love how my place looks during the day, it's at night when I think it really shines. In fact, cue the montage.
Trading breaking news for ocean waves, building my brand
is going to wrap it up for the tour of the FTVI Loft. It costs a nickel. You can Venmo it to me. In the meantime, I hope you won't let these idiots get you down, especially the ones that don't know you. Keep working hard, and it'll all work out. Hopefully you won't wait 2 months for the next vlog. I promise. I'm going to do better. Oh, and by the way, I bought the car.